This is my 50mm lens, and I think this is the best budget lens for beginners. Why? Let's talk about in this video. This is my 50mm 1.8 lens, and I think this is the budget lens for beginners. First, let's talk about the price. For me, this lens is very cheap. I bought it for around 3,000 pesos, and it's a fraction of the cost of some of the high-end lenses from Canon. For example, the 85mm lens, that is a very expensive lens. What if I tell you that you can get the same results of an expensive 85mm lens using this small 50mm lens? Take note, this 50mm lens, when you use on a APS-C sensor, a crop sensor, you need to multiply the 50mm by 1.6 because of the crop factor. So the 50mm will become 80mm, and that focal length of 80mm is very good if you are shooting portraits. I use this lens multiple times taking portraits. What you will notice using the 50mm lens is the blurry background. You focus on your subject and the background will be blurry. That scenario happens because of the big opening of this lens. My second point why I love the 50mm 1.8 is because of its size. It's very small. You can put it literally inside of your pocket, and it's very light. It's thin and it's light, so it's very good if you are traveling. This is a very light and small lens. If you will ask me what is the lens that I recommend for beginners, I will always recommend the 50mm 1.8. It has very low aperture of 1.8. It's very cheap. You can get blurry background with this lens. The images is very sharp. It's built like a tank. You just need to keep in mind that this will not be a 50mm if you are using an APS-C size sensor. This will be automatically an 80mm lens. So that's it for me, guys. I hope I shared to you some of the information and the things that I like about my 50mm lens and why I thought this is the best budget lens for beginners. So if you like this video, please hit that like button and then subscribe to the channel. I will see you again next time. Peace. Oh.